The waves crashed violently against the side of the small charter plane before the engine sputtered and gave out. In that split second, life changed forever for Daniel, a single father, and Claire, the iron-willed CEO who had hired the flight for a private business retreat. Daniel's heart raced, not for himself, but for his 6-year-old daughter, Lily, sitting beside him. "Hold on, baby," he whispered, clutching her hand. Claire, across the aisle, clenched her jaw, refusing to show fear, though her eyes betrayed her. Seconds later, the world blurred into fire, water, and silence. When Daniel came to, he was on the shore of a deserted island. The wreckage lay scattered across the sand. Lily coughed weakly in his arms, alive. Relief surged through him, but then he heard a voice, sharp but trembling. "Help me!" It was Claire. Her expensive suit was torn, her hair matted with seawater, but she was alive. For the first time in her life, the woman who commanded boardrooms with icy confidence was powerless. Daniel carried Lily to safety and then returned to help her, lifting pieces of debris until she was free. Days passed. The three of them built a fragile routine, Daniel gathering wood, Claire surprising herself by learning to weave palm leaves into mats, Lily laughing at crabs scurrying across the sand. At night, they huddled around a small fire, the stars stretching endlessly above them. Claire, who once lived for stock prices and late-night board calls, found herself listening to Lily's bedtime stories, told in a sing-song voice. She noticed the tenderness in Daniel's eyes every time he tucked his daughter into the makeshift shelter. It was a tenderness she had never known in her world of steel and skyscrapers. One evening, after yet another failed attempt to send smoke signals, Claire sat silently, staring at the horizon. Her voice was softer than Daniel had ever heard it. "If we can't go back," she said slowly, almost to herself, "must I marry you?" Daniel froze, unsure if she was mocking him or confessing something she didn't understand. But when he looked at her, he saw no arrogance, only vulnerability. The island had stripped away her armor. He smiled gently. "We'll worry about that when the time comes. Right now we survive. Together." Claire let out a shaky laugh, wiping at her eyes before Lily crawled into her lap. For the first time in years, she allowed herself to be human. No titles, no power, just a woman sharing warmth with a little girl and her father under a blanket of stars. And though the ocean separated them from the world they once knew, the island had already given them something they never expected, the beginning of a new kind of family.